Y'all remember that word, scooch over? Scooch over a little bit. That's a Miami word. That ain't no word that y'all probably say here in Georgia. Scooch over. Y'all don't remember that. Y'all probably don't remember that. What's up with y'all this morning? Come on in and gather around the table. How y'all feel this morning? How do you feel this morning? Come on in. Gather around the table of your own mind. Did you hear me? I said you might as well gather around the table of your own thoughts. There's no, hey, look, as I drink my alfalfa, you got to be a real tea drinker in order to have a contraption like that. You know what I'm saying? In order to have a contraption like that. Let me see something, y'all. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? In order to have a contraption like that, that's good. That's alfalfa. That's alfalfa. Facebook. I'm sorry, Facebook. Facebook family and friends. Hey, I'm sorry, but I got all kind of somebody told me I need to put it on a DND, do not disturb, I guess. Can y'all hear me right now? Can you hear me? Facebook, YouTube, what's good with you, baby? Can you hear me? How's everything going this morning? Like y'all know, of course, I came in here. I woke up this morning and started on my way and got my act together and went in and brushed my teeth and washed my face. I sat down for a second on this little stool thing that I got in my restroom. And it's a low sitting chair. Like it's just a low sitting chair, almost like it belonged there, but it really don't. I created it in my space myself. And so when I sat down in this chair and I looked in the mirror this morning as I was preparing to just, get my mind right, I think the mirror is going to be a place by which I tell people to go to in the morning because they pass by the mirror or they glance by the mirror. But it's something that mirror wants to say to you when you look in the mirror. When you look in the mirror, what does the mirror say to you? Mirror, mirror on the wall, what does it say? Like the mirror. And so at the same time, I sat down for a brief second as I prepared my mind and my thoughts to come to y'all, because y'all know I don't never come here without, first passing down through my thoughts and say, what will the creator of all things have a desire for me to say to the mind of the people? And so I'll search my spirit first. Before I come and sit down and talk to y'all, listen, I be going through my own love. You feel me? On everything I love, I be going through it, trying to say, like, Lord, what would you have me to say to the mind of these people that you've given me a certain level of I don't want to even call it authority, but a certain level of I don't want to call it charisma. It's just a certain level of creativity. Let's call it creativity. Because I create as I go. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that I come here every morning unscripted. I'm never scripted. I don't really have a lot to say some mornings when I come and sit before y'all. And then something happened to me in the process of me sitting down behind this sacred desk. Something starts to happen. And so at the same time, y'all know I'm just been challenged and maybe I'm possibly being changed through this life's curriculum that the creator of all things got me on at this moment, right? And so at the same time, y'all know I'll come and I'll close my eyes. And I'll just speak out my spirit into your mind and into your thoughts. And I know that the mind is a terrible thing to waste. I know that the mind is a terrible thing to waste. I know that that's the slogan for the National Negro, saying college fund or something like that there. You know what I'm saying? But the mind is a terrible thing to waste. You know, I'm always in my thoughts, and I'm always in my mind. I'm always in my understanding and my curriculum of thought in the earth. And so at the same time, as I sat on this chair this morning looking in the mirror, you know, I felt like it was something in my spirit to tell y'all to protect the garden of your mind. Did you hear me? I say, I believe that it's something for me to tell you to protect the garden. There's a garden. There's a garden within you, sir, that you're going to have to protect. The garden of your thoughts, the garden of your understanding, the garden of your comprehension. It's a garden in your mind. And so at the same time, I don't know. I came, I saw, I conquered this morning. I came, I'm here, right? I saw, I can't see y'all, but y'all can see me. And I've conquered anything that would stagnate or hinder me from sitting here this morning. I could have came up with 1,001 excuses not to come. But I truly believe that this is my assignment, right? This is where the creator of all things has said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people. I didn't take you through all the things that I've taken you through in this thing called life. He said, maybe I have took you through a 30-year span of ups and downs and trials and tribs just to have a 30-minute conversation with a young lady that's about to kill herself, about to take her life, about to commit suicide. And maybe you had to live 30 years of life and life's curriculum just to have a 30-minute conversation with a young lady that's on the edge. And I can show her how to reach beyond the break. Because I've been broken before. And I've been broken before. And I had to learn how to reach beyond the break and hold on. Because at the same time, reaching beyond it, I believe that will extend your life and your life's capacity if you reach beyond the break. And so at the same time, we've all had some voids. We've all had some downfalls. We've all had some lacks. We've all had some financial deficits. Did you hear me? I said we've all had those things, but there's no reason to throw in the towel and quit on life. And that's the only thing that if you're a part of the Hourglass Era, if you are a part of this era by which I believe that the Creator has called me into and tell people that the pH in your body is significant, small p, capital H. The power of hydrogen in your body is significant in all three compartments, all three components. I know they say it's mind, body, spirit, soul, but I got to give it to y'all the right way. It's your spirit, your mind, and your body. Right? Your spirit man is first. Your spirit man is the real true you, sir. Hey, bro, your spirit man is the real true you, right? And so at the same time, your mind man, I believe, is second. And then your body man is last. But your body man will eventually fold and go back to the dirt from which it came. And so at the same time, I believe that we learned this in elementary, that energies never dissipate. Energies never really dissipate. So where does the energy leave once it leaves your body? But I don't want to go there this morning. I came this morning to tell somebody in the sound of my voice to protect the garden of your thoughts. The garden of your mind and your memory. You got to protect it. You can't just let anything into the garden of your understanding and start, upheavaling things that you once believed. Did you hear me? And so at the same time, I'll never tell you not to believe that anymore. All I'll tell you to do is do more research and get more understanding and knowledge about what it is that you believe. And then maybe you'll start believing differently. But don't ever rob yourself of the belief by which you once believed. Even though you know a little bit more now, even though you understand a little bit more, still understand that platform or that foundation by which you once believed gotta still stay in place. Don't rob yourself of the belief. You gotta believe that what it is that you once believed. All you gotta do is add and compile to it, and add additional bricks and additional layers to the foundational truths by which we once understood. And so I came this morning, I feel as though the Creator said, tell them I said to protect the garden. Ooh-wee. If there's a garden of your thoughts, protect your garden. You don't just, even a real garden in the back of your house, you don't want deers to come and just eat off your garden. You don't want, peasants and different insects to come and eat off your garden. There's a garden of your mind and a garden of your thoughts that you're going to have to be aware of. You can't just allow anybody to come and rob you of your garden. That you're going to protect it. So your garden is significant. And so your garden of your thoughts and the garden of your mind and the garden of your memory. Because sometimes you might have to go down memory lane. Sometimes you might, how did I get here at this point? Sometimes it's going to require for you to go back down memory lane and see what it was that made you make that turn by which you made the turn at the moment by which you made it. Did you hear what I said? Ooh, I don't know if I can repeat that. I say sometimes in this thing called life, that you're going to have to go back into, memory lane and find out what was it that made you make that right or made you make that left at the time by which you made it. Because that will cause you to be where you are at the moment. And so at the same time, it's a blessing to be here this morning. As I sit here and just, protect my garden, protect my thoughts, protect my energy, protect my frequency, protect my aura. There's a certain aura in life that you're going to have to protect. Yeah, protect it. It's a garden. You're going to have to plant certain seeds in the gardens of your mind in order for it to take root eventually and become a big, strong oak tree. Maybe it starts with a seed. We all know that sometimes in this thing called life, I believe that we are the seed of this earth. I believe that we have the capacity to be secluded and buried in darkness. Ooh-wee. I say sometimes in this thing called life, I believe that that's a part of life's curriculum in order for you to be buried in darkness and covered up like a seed. They didn't even know when they tried to bury you at the job. They didn't know that you were a seed. They tried to bury you in ministry and told you, some people in ministry that hey, look, I'll make sure you never speak again. I'll make sure you never preach again. I done heard that before in my life. They didn't even know they tried to bury me. They didn't even have any idea at the moment by which they buried me. Ooh-wee. That I'm a natural born seed in the earth. That seeds must be buried, ma'am. How can you come up with a fruit tree of any seed without first being buried? So sometimes in this thing called life, people will bury you They'll bury your character. They'll try to bury your anointing. They'll try to bury your thoughts and make your thoughts feel like they're invalid. You ain't ever been around a person to try to bury your thoughts and try to act like the thoughts by which you think is irrelevant, or it has no value, or has no worth, that your thoughts are worthless. You ain't never been in the presence of a person that tried to bury your thoughts. I'm sitting here this morning because I am a seed. I've been buried. And in the process of being buried, I'm telling you that once the word come through and be watered, before it's all over said and done, you will grow. You will grow into the person, into the personality, into the temperament, into the mindset shift that you're supposed to be. Sometimes you might have to be buried in order to grow into that point. And so I'm sorry. I ain't mean to come in here and step on your toes this morning. I know you think that you have to stand on top of the ground in the light, in the sun part of life. But sometimes in this thing called life, you might have to be buried. Yeah. At the same time, in the midst of that being secluded, in the midst of that separation from the world, in the midst of that seclusion, you know, in the deep, dark part of the soil, you'll spring forth. But you don't want to have to go through that process, I know. Sometimes it's a painful process to go through separation and segregation and seclusion. But how will you ever grow without being separated from the masses? How would you ever, enhance, or how would you ever expand? How would you ever expand if you don't want to go through the painful process of being secluded or being segregated or separated from your loved ones? Sometimes I believe that that's where growth really truly happens, is when you turn your back on the world. When you turn your back on the world and you start walking according to your own center, you start walking according to your own alignment, you start walking according to your own clarification of understanding, and yeah, people will call you crazy. All the time that they tell you that you're crazy, they're burying you. Yeah, they don't even have any idea that you are a seed. And in due time, you will germinate. In due time, you will expand past the point by which they call themselves burying you. Yeah, it's okay. I'm just here to let you know that you are a seed and you must be buried in order to come and bear forth fruit. Woo-wee. I ain't even sit down here this morning to say all this. But in order to bear forth fruit and become a good fruit from a good tree, bearing forth good fruit, sometimes you might have to be buried. And it's okay. Just close your eyes and understand who you are in the earth. Just close your eyes, ma'am, and see that you might just have to go into the dirt. You might have to go into dark, separated soil. You might just have to. But I'm here to tell you that there's a certain level of soil in your mind, right? That the soil of your mind is fertile. It's fertile ground. The soil of your mind. It's fertile ground. Ooh-wee. And if you plant the right seed in the fertile soil of your mind, I tell you this, you have no other choice but to grow. Did you hear me? I say, ma'am, you have no other choice, sis, but to eventually grow. You will grow. You will grow in thought. You'll grow in understanding. You'll grow in wisdom. You'll grow in knowledge. You'll grow. You'll eventually grow. With the right seed in the correct soil, right environment, and the right atmosphere for that seed to germinate, then yeah, it'll grow into whatever fruit tree you planted in the soil of your mind. So you want to plant prosperity, plant prosperity. If you want to plant wisdom, plant wisdom. If you want to plant growth, plant growth. If you want to plant expansion, if you want to plant wealth, grow. Grow into your wealthy thoughts and your wealthy understandings. Yeah, you want to plant money, dinero. Yeah, plant money and watch your money grow. Because it's inevitable. When you plant in the fertile soil of your mind, knowing that the mind is a terrible thing to waste, that you might as well use it for his glory and your growth. Use your mind, use your thoughts, use your understanding, use it. Be intentional about the use of your mind, because your mind is going to generate the energy and the aura. You step on a scene and you feel good about yourself. When you step on the scene and you're feeling good, listen, your aura exudes you. And your aura is a currency. Did you hear me? I say your aura by which you exemplify and exude in the atmosphere goodness and mercy and understanding. You talk to people, they say, you're so easy to talk to. They be like, you are so easy to talk to. You know how many times I've heard that over my life? They say, you are so easy to talk to. You just easy to talk to. And I'm like, I just open up the fertile soil of my mind and to receive what you have to say. Because there's a seed that you might want to drop into the soil of my mind, and I might end up growing bigger and better and stronger because of the fact that you dropped a seed in me. Ooh-wee. I know that sometimes these conversations that I have with y'all supersedes the ability for you to receive it. I say sometimes these conversations that I have with y'all, I know it might be above your head. And that's okay, ma'am, sir. That's okay. If you say, he's too much for me, I know that means I'm not for you and you're not for me. That's okay. But the individuals that can't hear you, oh man, why does this keep happening? No sound, can't hear you. Hey, look, this is this, can you hear me now? This is some foolishness right here. They can't even hear me. Hey, this is can you hear me? I don't want to. Hey, you know what? I was so deep in my thoughts. See this? You see what I'm saying? See, this is what I'm saying. Can you hear me now? No sound, can't hear you. I'm getting off this iPhone. Hey, this is the second time I done did this. I don't know how to do it, y'all. I don't know what to do. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No. know how to do it. I'll probably never use this iPhone again. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, this is the second time it didn't happen like this. I ain't using this iPhone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No sound. Can't hear me. All right, y'all. Anyway, it's a beautiful thing to be in this room. At the same time, they said they can't even get ooh. So I don't think I can use this here. You know, I'll shut it down and start over. I'll never be able to get the things that I want to say to y'all out. I'll never get to say, hey, YouTube, I see y'all still here. I see y'all still here, YouTube. She said they cannot hear, can't hear you. So how do I get this thing? Y'all know I'll get this thing up and start all over. Switch over to YouTube. I'm tired of this iPhone. Keep doing this. So maybe I have to do this with you. Let me do this. I do this in front of y'all, YouTube. I apologize. Y'all know I'm unscripted up in here. I mean, good morning. How y'all feel? Y'all know I start over. I don't even care. I start over YouTube just so I can have Facebook up there. What's up with y'all, YouTube? I apologize. It's all good. Y'all know how I flow sometimes. Y'all know it's not 100% my fault. For whatever reason, I don't know. I can't get those things together. And so I came a long way, right? I came a long way. Maybe it's just time for me to just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll shift the dynamic. How about that? I'll shift it. You know what I'm saying? I'll shift the dynamic. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? At this moment, I don't even care enough to care. And so it's a beautiful space to be when you know that you're operating from within the spectrum by which you have no other choice but to operate from within. And so at the same time, of course, y'all know I'll go back to my, you know what I'm saying, I drop this right here, boom, turn that off, boom. Then I hit this, and then I make sure. Let me see, can I connect? I ain't never connect this to that. Let me see, can I get it, y'all? You know I'm finna rock it all the way out, right? I'm just rock out with y'all. Let's see. Let's see, can I get it? There it is. Boom. I ain't never did this before. Listen, I got a brand new phone, y'all. Yeah, I got a brand new phone, y'all. I promise you I do. There it is. It's connected. So now let me see. Boom. Boom. See. Okay. All right, you see it. That's it. That's how I go. You know what I'm saying? It's all good in the neighborhood. It's all, hey, look, can you hear me now? That's all I need to hear. I just need to be able to hear you say, I can hear you now, sir. It's all good. We'll shift the dynamic and still move past the past. How about that? Because sometimes in this thing called life, everything ain't going to be perfect. You feel me? And that was a real true situation right there where people couldn't even hear me. I'm on speaking all this good, dropping all these good jewels, and they couldn't even hear me. And so at the same time, I'm glad somebody stepped in and said, hey, we cannot hear you, sir. We'll go through this whole, went through your whole session, and we can't hear you. So at the same time, it's a beautiful thing to have people around me that want to see me win. Some people that just sat there and didn't say nothing and watched my whole little live and didn't say nothing. So I'm thankful for individuals that will come on and say, hey, look, check your mic out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you all this in front of y'all right now. I don't care. Y'all family. Y'all call yourselves family to be family. Y'all want to call yourselves family to be family. How about that? Yeah, that's better. What they do, YouTube, what's good with your Facebook family and friends, what they do. You might as well come on in, gather around the table. Did you hear me? I said you might as well come on in and gather around the table. There's a table that you might have to gather around eventually. You gather around this table of thought, this table of understanding, this table of wisdom, knowledge, this table of life's curriculum. That there's a table for life's curriculum too. I believe that there's a table for everything that we have to endure. The ups, the downs, the trials, the tribulations. There's a table. Yeah, there's a table that you're going to have to dump all of your thoughts and all of your understandings and all of your mindsets, your mindset shifting. You're going to have to shift your mindset. Like this world shifted in 2019 with the COVID, you know what I'm saying, with the, somebody called it COVID. I was like, COVID? Oh yeah, when COVID was, the way they was talking about it, she made it look like it was a person. Hey, she made that stuff sound like it was a person. Oh, COVID was here. I was like, COVID? I'm like, man, wow. I'm like, these people something else. Hey, look, these folks something else out here. Hey, look, boy, if you just sit back and you watch these folk how they maneuver, how they do their thing, you'll be like, man, it's something else. But anyway, I started out this morning by telling you to pretend. Did you hear me? I said all I want to do is tell you to pretend. That's it. I can stop it right now since I said so much, and at the same time, Facebook didn't even hear me. So somehow or another, I'm going to find the do not disturb button. I don't know where it's at on the brand new phone. I don't know where it's at, y'all. On the brand new situation, I don't know where it's at. I don't know where to do not disturb button. You know, everything you touch, you see it? I bit the apple, y'all. I got the brand new 16. I finally bit the apple. I had to bite it because it was like, oh, you could get so much more content done, so much more things done on the Apple iOS. And I didn't really let them talk me into it. I actually did it because I wanted to. And that's one thing about me that y'all know. I don't really believe I could be coaxed into nothing. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it because based on my own conscious decision by which I made for myself. And so at the same time, that's how I operate in this thing called life, right? Make your own conscious decisions so that way when it comes to pass and something happens, then you'll be able to say, hey, look, I made that conscious decision. Yeah, I did it. And then you can stand accountable for your actions and accountable for the decisions by which you make. You understand that? And so I hope y'all able to hear me on this one. So the young lady said, I can't hear you. I cannot hear you. That's how she said, I read it on the thing. I don't know if she was talking like that. But I'm here to tell you to go ahead on and pretend. Protect the garden. There's a garden of your thoughts. There's a garden of your mind. There's a garden of your memory. You're going to have to protect the garden. Yeah, and this garden is full of soil, fertile soil. The garden of your thoughts is full of fertile soil, soil of your mind. And it's fertile. So it's going to depend on what you plant. If you plant discord in the earth, then discord would be your plight. If you plant disgruntledness, then that would be your, what you receive. But here in the hourglass, right? This is the hourglass era by which we live, by which we operate, by which we stand in the hourglass. Have to be cognitively aware of the pH in your body. The power of hydrogen in your body is significant. Whether you remain in the acidic side of thought or whether you will bring your vibrations high into the alkaline side of conscientiousness. And so at the same time, you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to make and get understanding. If you want to bring your vibrations higher, if you want to bring your aura and all of your positives and all of your right thinking constructs, that got to be high on the health, wellness, and well-being side of the thought. If you stay down there in the acidic side of thought where death, destruction, and dis-ease in your body is, then that's a different thing. Dis-ease, where they get the word disease from. It's dis-ease in your body. Ease got to be at the top. Dis-ease got to be at the bottom. And so where the acidic side of conscientiousness is. But anyway, I'm just here talking. Eventually, these talks will resonate. They don't resonate with you right now, sir. That's because maybe you don't have the correct soil in your mind for this to take root. I drop these seeds over the fertile soil of your mind and allow them to take root. Maybe somebody else will come behind me and water it and water it and water it, and people will be watering it. And then eventually, before it's all over said and done, the creator of all things will get the increase. And so at the same time, that's what, maybe that's the reason why he said, sit down. Maybe that's the reason why he said, sit down October 15th, 2022, and speaking to the mind of the people. I've been here ever since, doing my thing. Just speaking, I don't have nothing, I don't have no agendas. I don't think I have any hidden objective or any underlying motives. All I want to do is see you increase, see you expand, see you enhance, see you acknowledge, see you accept. Sometimes acceptance is the only thing that we need to do in the fertile soil of our mind is use the word acceptance. And then watch things grow all around us when we start accepting. Some people don't want to accept the inevitable. We had no control over the things that transpired over our lives. Some things were inevitable. Some women were touched inappropriately. Some men were taken advantage of in whatever capacity of the word. And so when you are young, adolescent, you don't have no control over the things by which somebody that was 17 times your age, they touched you inappropriately and scarred you for life. But I'm here to tell you that you can put that acceptance of that's the way it was designed to be into the back of your membrane somehow or another, and just accept it and say, okay, now I have to take that lemon of life. That's a lemon. I talk about these lemons of life in my book. They're lemons of life. Your dad was present, but he was an alcoholic. Or your dad was absent, but at the same time, he loved on you properly from afar. All these are lemons, And so they're lemons of life. It's all good. Take your lemons and add sweetener through it, through your thoughts. Cause your thoughts to say, hey, my thoughts is a sweetener. And maybe it had to go that way because at the same time, that was the way it had to go. The creator of all things orchestrated it that way. And then you can move into the acceptance part of it all. Say, all right, I accept it. That's what it was. That's what it was. But all of it transpired and all of it transformed me into the person I am today. Sometimes pain, your greatest pain might be your biggest power. Maybe you had to live 3 years of that pain just to have a 3-minute conversation with a young lady that will ultimately hurt herself because the pain was too harsh for her. So maybe you had to have a 3-minute conversation in passing that ultimately just, soothed over her situation. Cause her to have a desire to live. I don't know. I'm just here on my assignment, standing on my demon, standing in my truth, standing in what I believe, standing in every capacity of the word that Kendrick B. Davis Sr. can stand in. I know that there's a fertile soil of the mind of the people. When I come and sprinkle these seeds, if you allow them to fall on fertile soil of your mind and allow these seeds to grow, then at the same time, these seeds of acceptance would be a part of the plan. You might have to accept it. It is what it is. And let it be. And so I got this sound in the background playing, right? It's God's most powerful frequency of wealth, health, and miracles. Did you hear me? This says it's God's frequency. It's his most powerful frequency of health, wealth and miracles that you're listening to right now. And that's a fertile soil too. A sound. Allow the sound to resonate. Allow it to reverberate. Allow it to saturate your overall being. Allow it to be what it is. And it's all good in the neighborhood, y'all. I say it's all good in the neighborhood. It's all good. Keep living. Keep thriving. Keep being. Keep existing. Keep allowing your essence to be beautiful. In spite of the pain. Because we know that pain is a prerequisite for power. I said we know that pain is a prerequisite for power. So, hopefully y'all able to hear me now, Facebook. Hey, Facebook family and friends, hopefully y'all able to hear me now, you know. It's all good. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? See, she probably done left off. She's like, hey, look, I done did my good deed for the day. She probably say, hey, I done told you I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear you, bro. Hey, bro, I told you I couldn't hear you. Nah, I done told you I could hear you now. You know what I'm saying? Go on. Yeah. It's all good. That was a good session. Y'all know I'm sitting here unscripted. Y'all know I don't read nothing off no script. If the script I'm going to read off of is going to be the script of my spirit. That's the script I read off of. If it's going to be any script that's done in here, it's going to be the script of my spirit. That's the real true me, is my spirit. Yeah. And so what y'all get from me in the morning is my spirit. In its essence, in its truth. Yeah. In its becoming, in its creativity. In its belief. It's my spirit. If you can identify with my spirit, that means you're a part of the frequency by which I have a desire to speak to. Yeah, you're a part of the frequency. And it's okay. Go ahead on and become a part of this frequency, man. You heard me? I said, go ahead on and become a part of this frequency. It's okay. I believe it's a good aura over here. It's good. It's a good ground. It's a fertile ground of growth. You can sprinkle your seed in the earth and allow it to take root. Somebody able to be blessed in their lives, able to be challenged and changed through some of the things that you might say that will ultimately cause them to look at life differently. Say, man, maybe I am supposed to just tap in. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to tap in Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour just to hear that dude right there say something. Maybe I'll say something that will trigger you. Maybe I'll say something that will try you. Don't be trying me. Maybe I'll say something that will challenge your thoughts, change your existence, your mind. Maybe I'll say something that will make you angry enough to say, oh, man, I don't want to listen to him no more. Hey, that's okay too. Find you another channel. It's all good. Go ahead on and find you another channel. It's okay. Yeah. So, I'm almost there. Did you hear me? I say I'm almost there, yo. I'm gonna stick with YouTube on this one. I'm I'm 49 right now. Yeah, I'll stick with YouTube. I don't think I stopped YouTube, so it's gonna be a real trip out. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. I was going all the way in on that first one, y'all. Yeah, I was going all the way in on that first one. I had to stop it. Transition. It's okay. Did you hear me? I said it's okay. Y'all have enough content. Y'all have 2 years worth of content. Go back to some of them sessions that were seemingly, aesthetically perfect. Go back to some of them. Sit here and drink my alfalfa. My alfalfa tea. What they do, YouTube? What good with you? What good? What good with you? Ah, what they do? Facebook, family, and friends. What's good with y'all out here in Radio Land? Maybe I should always say out here in Radio Land, right? Maybe that's something I always want to say. Out here in Radio Land. Yeah, it's the most powerful frequency. Quiet your spirit. I said you might have to quiet your spirit. You might have to quiet your spirit. Quiet your inner man. I know. How am I supposed to do that with all this chaos? How am I supposed to do that with all this chaos all around me? I know. I'm just telling you to master yourself. Master your innermost being. Master yourself. Master your palate. Master your innermost alignment. You're mastering yourself. I'm just ready for these next 8 minutes to go by, y'all. It kind of broke my flow when I had to start over. But starting over is a part of the whole process of life. You're going to have to start over. Did you hear me? And I believe that if you start to believe that every day is a new day for you to start over, I believe you might be further along next year, 2025. You got 365 days to start over. Ooh-wee. And every day you start over. What can they do with that? But if you take 1 week into the next week, or you take 1 month into the next month, are you really giving yourself opportunity? Maybe you're giving yourself momentum. I don't know. Maybe some people say, why would I start over every day when I already got a momentum going? What I got going? I'm like, okay, let's keep your momentum. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. At the same time, some people have to start over daily. Some people don't want to bring their past into their present. So you got a brand new day, brand new mercies, brand new thought, brand new understanding, brand new curriculum. It's brand new. And you can start all over. You can revamp your whole entire life. You can start over daily. Every day, start over. Start a brand new day. Just start over. It's okay to start over. Yes, it is. And so I came this morning. I saw and I conquered. The man, the myth, the legend. I say I came this morning and I saw and I conquered. I conquered anything that was stagnant. I could have quit after that lady told me she couldn't hear me. I could have just said, and cut it off. But I got back on with the phone that I'll never use this iPhone again. That's the second or third time somebody told me, I can't hear you. I done went through an hour-long session with them not having the ability to hear. It's okay. Because maybe the part that they wanted to hear, they couldn't hear for a reason. I'll just make anything be okay. I guess I'm operating with a spirit of flow. So everything there's nothing that will, I'll just flow. I'm going to just flow with it. That's how I'm operating flow. As I protect the garden of my mind, the fertile soil of your mind. Yeah, there's a fertile soil. Protect it. It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. I keep telling y'all it's all good. I'll sit here for a second. I ain't got enough to do. Like, did you hear me? I got about 4 more minutes with y'all. I'll never give y'all underdog. So maybe I gotta do more. Maybe I have to do more. Maybe the brand that I'm building will come full circle. I'll manifest it full circle. It's all through your thoughts. You can shift your life through your mind, through your assessment, through your evaluation of it. Evaluate your life. Sit back outside of it all though and look down in on it though. That's the only position that I'm asking that you actually position yourself in. Is to stand outside of it all and then look down in on your whole entire life and see it from the time you were born up until the moment by which you are right now. Yeah. And see how your life was orchestrated. See how it became what it is today. Do some self-reflections. You look in the mirror in the morning, just don't pass by it. But stand in the mirror and see yourself, reflect back at yourself and see what it is that's reflecting back at you. Yeah, see what it is. Just see what it say. Does it say victory? Does it say that you're living a victorious life? Does it say you can do better? Some of the decision-making processes that you've made that caused you to be where you are. Yeah, maybe you could do better. Maybe the creator of all things will send you back to the drawing board. And maybe you got to go back to the drawing board because this is the last few days of that year, of the new year. Maybe this is the last few days of the new year. And maybe this is what's causing you to have to go back to the drawing board and re-strategize your life for 2025. It's vastly approaching, y'all. 2025 is vastly approaching. You better be ready, willing and able. Make sure you have the ability and the agility. Be agile in this new year coming forward. Yeah, it's 2025. A lot of things is going to happen this year. A lot of things happened this year. But we still here. We still here on our assignment. We still standing. We haven't folded yet and we haven't thrown in the towel. We're still thriving. We're still living. We're still conscious. We're still above. We're still powerful. We're still unique. That's a good word. We are unique in our essence. We're unique. Yeah. So y'all know I'll close my eyes and allow my third eye to open. And I can see further faster. I can see with more strength and clarity. With my natural eyes closed and my third eye open, yeah, I can see. I can see it for what it really is. Yeah, that you can ultimately change the trajectory of your life through one conscious thought. Yeah, it's a beautiful space to be. Okay, I made it to my hour, y'all. I know it went in and out on this Facebook. I think if I get a phone call on Facebook, it knocked my volume out on that iPhone. And so right now, I ain't gonna use that iPhone. Y'all see, I finally bit the apple. I bit it. You see, I bit the apple, y'all. I bit the apple in 2016. I don't know how to operate it yet, but it's all good. I'll figure it out as time progresses. I just want y'all to know I am Kendrick B. Davis, Senior, your thought-provoking specialist. And I'm on assignment. I'm your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. And I'm here this morning to tell every individual in the sound of my voice, protect the garden. Ooh-wee. There's a fertile soil of the garden of your mind. I just need you to protect it. Don't let anything be dropped into a soil and cause your soil to grow something with bad fruit. So, we got good fruit over here. It's good fruit. It's victorious fruit. It's edible fruit over here. I'm gone, y'all. It's been an hour. Y'all be blessed. And I'll see y'all again tomorrow.